to be our second lose. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. To all my returning subscribers, you're welcome. And to my new subscribers, welcome to AblifemTV. This is where I bring you all the information, all the news about Chelsea Football Club, highlights, goals, and everything, all the fun stuff about Chelsea. Right here on this channel is where you get it. If you guys have watched my previous episode, then fine, you're in the right place. But if you haven't, you can go to the previous episode and watch it to understand what this episode is all about. In the previous episode, I mentioned about what's going to happen in that game against Liverpool. And if you guys saw what went down, it's pretty much as I had mentioned. Our defense was nothing to write home about in that match. And I can understand because our major defenders, so far as I'm concerned, Cucurella was out, Wesley Fofana was out. Tosin is pretty much still new to the defense, and he did the best that he could, but was not just the best for that game. He considered the first yellow card, and after that, the game was a mess for him because he wasn't trying to get a red card. And Liverpool attackers, central forward strikers were deadly. They pretty much were just driving in every single point they can get, and exactly how they were able to secure the first penalty against us. We did have a few penalties that we could have won as well too, but the referee didn't give it to us, and there's nothing we can do about that. However, thanks to our boy Jackson, who was able to secure a goal against Liverpool. He messed up a few minutes after that, and then we considered the second goal from Liverpool. I'm going to get into a quick breakdown of what that entailed. Now, if you look at the first goal, you would understand that majority of the things that happened was due to the fact that our defense was shit. Every single one was overlapping, there was no marking. Liverpool was just driving us everywhere they want us to be. They took charge of that match. At 37 minutes of match, Liverpool was in possession of 60 something and Chelsea was like 30. We weren't playing anything. The goal we got was just based on chance. I'm just being honest right now as a Chelsea fan that I am myself. Now, if you look at Madueke, he pretty much didn't play as much as his potential would have allowed him to on that match because they secured the field just to make sure that he doesn't proceed. The one time he tried, they held him down and the ball went to a corner. Now, he could have done better, he could have continued to keep pushing. And one particular cross he gave to Cole Palmer, which he could have ended, that could have been a wonderful goal. There was so much pressure on him and he could not even get the goal to score, which is not the normal Cole Palmer that we know. There's so much pressure on Cole Palmer, on Madueke, on Jackson, and those are the key players that we know usually scores for Chelsea. And if they've held all those guys down, I don't know, maybe someone else is going to bring a magic, which I'm not too sure about. If you think about the second wing, you will notice that Sancho wasn't the full best as well too of what we used to know Sancho to be. Neto came in and was able to improve things a little bit. For me, I would say the man of the match for that particular game against Liverpool was Caicedo. If you guys watch that game properly, from the beginning to the end, you would understand that Caicedo was every single place in that particular match. You guys can see a lot of clips that I'm going to be putting right here. Now, if you guys notice that the goal that Jackson scored was actually a pass from Caicedo. Now, here's the catch. Before that pass was being made, there was a previous pass that was given to Caicedo. He was watching out to see if Jackson was going to make the move ball. At the first instance, he didn't pass the ball. He had to take the ball backward because he saw that there were about 4 to 5 Liverpool players holding down Jackson at that point in time. But at the second time the ball came back to him and he saw an opening, he was able to give that pass, which secured us that one goal that we had against Liverpool. Honestly, our defense was shit, and I said that in the previous episode, and I don't know if there's anything else we can do about the defense, but right now we're doing the best that we can, and I'm sure that Maresca is doing the best that he can as well too on that front of things. But it is what it is. It is two great contenders, Chelsea, Liverpool. The win is going to go either way, Chelsea or Liverpool. I forecasted 3-2 or 2-2. It could have been 2-2 if we had played a game to the best, or 3-2 even. But we lost the energy, we lost the vibe, we lost the fun in playing. And they won the game by 2 goals and Chelsea 1 goal. And that's how the match ended. Let's wrap it up to the next phase. The game that just happened today against Panathinaikos. I totally love this game. Like, my mind was blown to what exactly it is that happened in the game today. It's exactly what I was expecting to have been done in the game against Liverpool. Well, you probably didn't know Madueke was going to mess up like he did. And my plan would have been, if I was in his position, would have been to switch Neto into Madueke's position like he did against Panathinaikos in today's conference game. he could have done that just to make sure that there is a driving force towards the goalpost. However, Neto today played the position of Madueke and he did wonderfully well. He kept on pressing, and you could see that even though he didn't score any goal in today's match, he had a lot of influence in all the goals that we had today. Now, let me take you back into the goals that happened today. Now, you would understand that even though Modric is not the best at what Modric used to do, and if we start about Modric, you're probably not going to leave here today, but it's not where he used to be, but we're hoping it could be better from where he used to be, even if we're able to get him to that point. However, today he had a little bit of not too good of his stats, but he was able to pick himself back up, and he gave the assist of the goal that was scored by Joe Felix. Joe Felix, a great player. I don't know why we don't play him as much in Premier League, but I look forward to seeing Joe Felix as much as possible. I know there is probably a little bit of an understanding between Modric and Joe Felix. I've seen that happen a few times, but I know that if Modric is able to get himself back to speed, then he could play more. But for now, I believe he's probably going to be Sancho, and I'm sure they're probably working the best of Sancho and Joe Felix collaboration. But at this point, Modric was able to give that pass to Joe Felix, which he was able to score, which was wonderful. The second goal was actually a cross from Neto, playing Madueke's position, which is the 7. He was able to make that cross, which Modric beautifully scored. The third goal, Joe Felix was trying to make a shot on target, but however it was deflected by a player and then they scored. So Joe Felix had 2 goals in today's game, and their last goal was concluded by Kuku. Wonderful penalty. I know today's game wasn't against a very big contender, somebody who is so big in the Premier League or a big team, but however, I believe if we had played the same game we did today or even better, we would be able to win majority of matches. Defense wasn't the best today, but also it was better than even was against Liverpool. Because today, Vega was there. I don't know why it wasn't started for the previous game, but anyways, Vega did good in today's game, even though he almost scored an own goal today, but he did good. And I saw that Cucurella was moved to CDM, and he did well as well too. And I just love everything about the match that happened today, and I'm hoping to see more greater things come to Chelsea. We won today's game by 4-1, and we have an upcoming game, I believe on Sunday, if not Saturday, against Newcastle. Newcastle is also another big team in the Premier League that we should be looking out for, and I'm hoping that with the formation and tactics that Enzo had today, we would be able to win that match without no doubt. I'll be predicting Chelsea wins by 3 goals to 2 goals for Newcastle and 3 goals to Chelsea. Or we draw the game by 2 goals each. I know Isak and all other wonderful players in Newcastle will probably be putting up their pants just to make sure that they don't lose the game as much as Chelsea is trying to make sure that they revive their wins back in Premier League. It's definitely going to be one match to remember and one match to watch. To all my Chelsea fans, wish we win this game against Newcastle just as we won this game today. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.